All right, so welcome to Pendleton Youth Football Game Day at Anderson University. We have the third game of our slate today. Coach Trout, along with Coach Arthur, we've got the red team versus the gray team, and that's third and fourth grade division. Coach, as they line up here, what do you expect to see today?
Well, I think as it's been this morning in the two previous games, the team that takes care of the ball seems to have the edge later in the game. So hopefully both teams take care of the ball, and we have a nice competitive ball game here.
The red team, I know, features the strong running of Keaton Jones. The gray team behind the right arm of Preston Wolf, along with a number of other strong runners. How do you see this game shaking out? Who needs to get out early for the red team? I think they're looking for the first win.
I think it's going to be a great game. Hopefully both teams do have an opportunity to put some points on the board and have some fun here today.
All right, so we had the initial kickoff, and Devin Laughlin picks it up and gets across midfield for the gray team. So gray will take over just over midfield. Good field position.
Middleton Gray starts their drive at the 49-yard line.
So Coach Chad Wolf takes on the gray team. The gray team is sponsored by Midwest Remodeling. Coach Sexton is the head of the red team. They are sponsored by Greek's Pizzeria here in Anderson. So that defense lines up. You see a number of stud defensive players getting ready. Cooper Sexton, number one, here at that outside linebacker spot, already ready to go. Cooper is a Colts fan. His favorite player, though, is Amari Cooper, the skilled wide receiver for the Raiders. He's hoping to have a pick six in this game, and his nickname is Mayo because he's smooth and dangerous to leave open. All right, so here we go with the gray team, quarterbacked again by Carson Wolf. You see Medler in the backfield, and you see Trey Keeney, who has scored several receiving touchdowns this year on the outside. Wolf steps back to pass. He's hit, and it's almost intercepted by Mayo, a.k.a. Cooper Sexton.
Incomplete pass.
Pressure by number 6.
Good pressure on that play by Elijah Wolf on the red team. You see big Josh Swearingen in there as a defensive tackle. He's going to look to stop that potent gray offense today. These teams, this is the second time they've played. The first time they played, this game came down to the wire, expecting the same here. It's second and 10 gray.
Set home score 0, set guess score 0.
Wolf barking out the commands. Hands it to Medler. Medler looks to get outside. Nice cut and a nice tackle by number 22, red, Aiden Forsha.
Aiden Forsha on the tackle.
Forsha took a nice angle there.
3rd and 6.
I think we can look to see Medler run the ball quite a bit today with the speed that he has to get it outside. He could be a game breaker late in this game if he gets enough opportunities.
The skies have cleared up. Our first game experienced a lightning delay. It's cleared up. We actually have some brightness and some sunlight with some cloud cover. The temperature's dropped. It's a great day for football, albeit a little bit wet. Expect to see some potential turnovers today. Well, Elijah Wolf looks like he jumped. They blew the ball. No penalty. The referees are resetting. Wolf looks to boot, looking to get outside. Flag on the play. Nice play by Wolf and a nice cleanup by Elijah Wolf. A nice turn in by Keaton Jones. Trying to get outside Keaton, and he forced him back inside. Wolf made the play.
There may have been a holdout here on the edge to spring that run. It looks like they'll be losing 10 yards from that spot.
So early on, you see the red team handling Gray That defensive line, Andrew Thompson has been there making plays already. Swearingen making plays already. Just a great job.
When they wave it to wind it. You watch the official, if he winds it, wind it.
Third down and long for the gray team. You see Tristan Gallagher running off. Luke Pennington lined up at safety for the red team. Jackson Flynn split out to the near side. Defensive alignment set up. Swearingen ready to go. Sean Jarrett split over to the right tight end. Wolf takes the snap. Fake. Give to Keeney. Keeney looks to get around the outside.
Nice
and does. Getting upfield and tackle. Close to a first down, and it's going to come up being 4th and short. Nice run by Keeney on a little misdirection from Coach Wolf. You can say the run by Trey Keeney. 4th and 3. Big play here for Gray. See Will Pulley at that far side linebacker spot. Red looks like they're ready. Big play here. First quarter, 3 minutes left. Coach Trout, what are you thinking here?
Well, as we saw earlier, it may be a long count on 2 to try to sneak the first down. It could be a bootleg here, but like I said before, they have the speedy Medler back there ready to go, Keeney ready to go. It could be a reverse too. Something misdirection.
Wolf takes the snap. Misdirection gives to Keeney. Keeney gets around the outside, and it looks like he's got the corner. Nice run. Oh, and he drops the ball, but fumbled out of bounds. Gray will retain possession. Keeney picks up the first down. So Gray driving here.
If he gives you this.
First down and 10. See Jackson Flynn getting some last-minute directions from Coach Wolf. Wolf barking out the play call. Looks to pitch. Ooh! And it's incomplete. Great pressure on that play by Elijah Wolf. Right when Preston Wolf turned around, he saw Elijah Wolf right in his face.
Great play there, and good poise by the quarterback, Preston Wolf, to keep his eyes downfield and still try to make the throw.
You see Gavin Dillon Bowling going back in for the red team. He's a Notre Dame fan. He's heading out to corner. He's a kid that just loves football, which that's all what this is all about, is instilling a love for football for these kids at this age so that they keep working at it, head into the middle school and high school levels with just a fire for football. Kurt, we've talked a lot about today the advancement and the evolution of Pendleton football in general. We'll get to that in a second. Wolf takes the snap here, 1st and 10. Little misdirection. Gives it back to Medler. Medler up the field, and he drives ahead for a gain of about 8. Nice run by Nolan Medler. The coach, back to the evolution of Pendleton football in general. We're seeing a lot of alignment between what the high school is doing to the middle school down to the youth levels as well.
It's fantastic. What has happened with Jed Richmond, Coach Jed Richmond, the new head coach at Pendleton Heights, is he's taken the tradition of football one step further from the great and legendary Coach Broughton, and he's creating an atmosphere where there's a connection between the youth league and the junior high and the varsity to help future growth in our program.
Great thing is a lot of the plays you're seeing here, such as that one that we just saw, are the same plays that they will run throughout middle school, ultimately to high school. So really honing their skills from the bottom up. Wolf drops back to pass, looks, and it is almost intercepted by Sexton, almost picked off by the ball-hawking Cooper Sexton.
That brings up fourth down. It'll be interesting to see what Coach does in this one. Last time, they ran Keeney with a misdirection off-tackle play. We'll see what he draws up this time, Coach Wolf.
Coach, if it were me, my best offensive play is the going on two and trying to draw off people. If I actually run a play, my teams usually go backwards, so I try to draw people off sides. What about you in this situation?
Well, for those at home viewing or listening, I know we had to put a sideline board on the sideline pointing which direction the offense was supposed to go. So the referees really helped you out when we would get someone to jump off.
Can you turn
sides.
off his mic? Turn off. All right, so here we go. Fourth down and short. Key play here. Giving it to Keeney. Keeney trying to get outside, and he does. That speed on the outside, and he tries to turn the corner, cuts back in, and it's a touchdown by Trey Keeney.
Touchdown by Trey Keeney.
And Austin Perry celebrates. Love to see the big guy out there getting excited for his little running back that he's been blocking for. Perry playing center for this Gray team, doing a fantastic job up front so far today.
Just a great job. You look at Sean Jarrett, you look at Perry, you look at Nico White, a lot of those people that are making key blocks here to spring Keeney around the outside for the ultimate touchdown. So what a great run. Great speed by Keeney on that. So Tristan Gallagher goes in, as does Aiden Forsha here, as the Gray team looks to convert the 1-point conversion. Again, the sun is now out, a big difference from earlier this morning when it was raining sideways. Coach Trout, riding his moped into the game today, was soaked when he got here, so he's able to dry out now. This is one of 4 games here with PJFL at Anderson. This is the third of 4th games. All have been competitive so far. We got 1 minute and 10 seconds left in this first quarter. Gray lines up for the conversion. Wolf, little misdirection, and it's ultimately incomplete. A little bit of miscommunication there in the Gray backfield and failed conversion.
Coach Wolf looks a little bit in disbelief. There may have been some miscommunication on the sideline, but when you're dealing with 3rd and 4th graders, sometimes that's going to happen. So, but nice drive there. Keeney getting chunks of yardage there. Fantastic job there by the Gray team. And we'll see how the red team responds.
Minute 10 left in this first quarter. Coach, as we look at this, the Gray team is sponsored by Midwest Remodeling, red team by Greek's Pizzeria. Can you talk a little bit about the importance of our sponsors to what we're trying to do here at PJFL?
It's great publicity for our sponsors, but more importantly, it's a community connection that allows us to be able to do some of the things we want to do during the season and in our preseason, like horsepower camp, or be able to do some of the other things like being able to come here to Anderson University here today. So the sponsorship, it's a partnership more than it is a sponsorship, and it's something we couldn't be doing a lot of the things we do without them. They're very important.
Our team sponsors to go along with our title sponsor in Rickers. There's the kickoff by Gray. It's bouncing around, free ball, and it's picked up by Keeney, who just scored the touchdown. So often in this 3rd and 4th grade league, this is what happens on special teams, is where that kickoff is a live ball. And ultimately the kickoff team very often recovers it. So nice heads-up play by Keeney.
First down.
Yeah, it looked like the red team may have had an alignment issue there. They only had 4 guys up, and you and I both know that you need to have a bunch of guys up because the kick's not going to go very far. So I'll look to see them make a change on that if they receive a kickoff again.
We talked at the outset about this explosive offense for Red, featuring great running, and the best way to play defense against them is to keep them off the field, which Gray's managed to do so far. So we'll see what Gray does here. We got a minute left in this first quarter. Opportunity for Red to step up here and make a stop. Coach, you see Red right now lined up in that 3-4 defense. Talk to us a little bit about the responsibilities and specifically maybe those outside linebackers who almost look like defensive ends.
Yeah, their job is going to be to really contain pressure there. Even though they may not be a contained player, they're going to really force the issue with any sort of sweep play there, while the middle three players take away those inside gaps and really eliminate any sort of blockers from the two inside backers. So altogether, it works to allow the linebackers to flow and to finish up plays that the outside backers have started.
There you go. And you got some speed at linebacker there with not only Keaton Jones, the running back, but also Tristan Gallagher as well. You see strong safety play out of this Red team, too, as they look to combat the pass by Gray. You look at Brogan Williams out there at safety right now. He's a huge Tennessee fan. Tennessee's got a big game later today at Bristol Motor Speedway, which will be kind of an epic game at a first time ever at the Speedway. Here goes Wolf, 1st and 10. Wolf, little misdirection again, and gives the ball up to number 44, Nolan Medler. Medler picks up. He is basically stopped at the line of scrimmage there. Nice tackle on the play by the Red team. Good swarming defense. They look to run right at Andrew Thompson, and Andrew wasn't going to have anything to do with it, so very well played. Aiden Michael you see out at that far corner. Aiden is a huge Texas fan and also loves science as his favorite favorite subject at school. So he is in the science right now of stopping this Gray defense. 2nd down and 10. Wolf barking out the cadence. Another misdirection play given to Keeney. Keeney's dangerous in the open field. He gets turned back in by Jones, and then Swearingen is there to make the hit. Great pursuit by that Red team. Swearingen appears to be a little bit shaken up. Keeney was trying to get to the outside like he does so well. Keaton Jones turned him back inside, and Josh Swearingen was there to stop him. Swearingen looks to be a little bit shaken up on that play. He'll come off for a second.
At the end of the first quarter of play, it is Middleton Gray up 6-0.
So as we end the first quarter, it's starting the second here. It's 6-0 Gray team, another very competitive game. Coach, as we get started here, talk to me a little bit about the importance of all these kids. A lot of them are playing several different positions. How important is that as they continue to develop? Coach? All right. Coach Trout.
I was paying homage to Coach Wolf and letting him run his play before I stole the show.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Little counter there.
Oh, again, Keeney to the outside. It looks like he's going to get it. And he does. Nice tackle by the Red team there. It looks like Isaiah Summers was out there to make a great tackle in the open field.
The importance of being able to play multiple positions, the children are not done growing yet, especially this 3rd and 4th grade age. They don't know what kind of athlete they're going to be. So being able to play running back, fullback, offensive tackle, defensive end, linebacker, safety, it gives them more tools in the toolbox for as they become more sure of what they're going to play later on in high school.
Coach, give us an example. What did you play at this age?
I was an offensive lineman.
What did you play in high school?
I was an offensive lineman.
Okay, so that's a bad example. I was a running back at this age, and in high school I was the starting left out, which literally I was left out. So see how things can change over time. While other parents were yelling to their kids, "Go Johnny, score a touchdown," or "Make that catch, Thomas," my parents were saying things like, "Sit up straight and tuck your shirt in." All right, so here we go. We got 4th down and 8.
What if Coach Wolf will go back to the pass here? He's taken several opportunities to do that.
Got a single back in the backfield in Medler. And indeed, Wolf drops back to pass, throws it, and it's tipped, and it's incomplete. It hit the ground. It hit the ground. Great call by the referee. It was tipped by the defensive player, and Keeney about came up with it. That nose of the football hit the ground. Great call by the referee, and it's turned over, and the red team has another shot. Good defensive stand by the red team. Coaches, we change over on downs here. We talked a little bit about the horsepower football camp. Tell us about the benefit of that for kids, especially at this age in the 3rd and 4th grade division.
Well, as you've mentioned before, to everybody that wants to listen, it might be their first time away from home. So a growing thing, that has nothing to do with football, where they can grow up and do a little bit of maturing without mom and dad there. And it's a little scary for some of the younger players, but the feedback from those younger players is that they're coming back next year. So they've overcome those fears. Not only that, but from a football standpoint, we're able to sharpen the skills, and we can set the culture of expectation to go to a football camp in the summer.
All right, there's the give. Pretty good run. Jackson Flynn with the tackle. Nice tackle. Up the middle. It could have been broken a little bit for a further run. Jackson was there to make the stop. Nice play.
Man of the hour right there.
Tristan Gallagher had a nice run there, gain of 1 or 2. There's the pass almost, and it's caught. Cooper Sexton caught it. Looked like it was going to be picked off. Cooper Sexton has it, and now is getting tackled by Gray team. Man, what a close bang-bang play. That was a nearly intercepted. Nice catch by Sexton. Not a huge gain, but really probably saved a pick 6 by catching that ball. So 3rd down and about 8. All right, there's the pitch. There's Jones. We talked about him early. Tries to get to the outside. And, wow, nice pursuit and a nice tackle. That time by Gray, Javith Kissick on the play. Great play to tackle one of the fastest kids in this league.
Yeah, you said it before. One of the dynamic
on
run games
brings us a
here.
4th down.
Keaton Jones, you can see how he could be electric in the open field, but nice play by Javith Kissick.
4th down and 12 here. We got 5:37 left in the second quarter. 6-0 Gray team.
You're a great father.
There's the play. There's the pitch. Jones again to the outside, and he's got the corner. Nice pursuit by Wolf. Misses the tackle. Jones looks like he gets the first down, forced out by Keeney and Kissick.
Keaton Jones with the 1st down.
Good move there by Jones to get to the outside, break a tackle, and to pick up the 1st down. Let's see what the red team can do to keep this drive going. They're past the Raven logo in the center of the field right now, and they're at the 45-yard line.
Good to see a little late first half momentum go the red team's way here. See if they can sustain this drive, get a couple more first downs, or maybe put a score on here with 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Isaiah Summers takes the snap, and he is met immediately in the backfield, and that's Nico White. Nico, number 13. He is a big Bears fan, loves Ball State. Loves the receiver on the Bears, Kevin White, likely because it's his namesake. So Nico's one of those kids that plays with intensity, and you saw that there on that play. Summers gets everybody to the line of scrimmage. You see Aiden Michael split to the top side. There is the handoff to Tristan Gallagher. Gallagher tries to get outside and is denied. You see Devin Laughlin there. You also see Javith Kissick. I've called his name a few times.
Yeah, he seems to have been all over the place on this drive defensively, making tackles or cleaning up tackles.
Third down and 12. Summers under center. Looks to boot outside. Looks like he's got the corner. Ooh, nice move. Nice move and a nice run. Nice move, nice run by the quarterback.
We'll bring up a 4th down and 6. See what Coach Sexton dials up here.
Big play here for Red as they look to regain momentum right before the half. What do you expect to see here?
I'm anticipating a boot. Or it could be a play to Keaton Jones on the outside. Or something to test the edge of this Gray defense. And it's a toss.
It is a toss to the near side. Jones trying to get out. And he just gets forced out before the marker, and it will be a turnover on downs. Great stop by the Gray team.
See the enthusiasm there by Coach Medler. He's excited about the big stop there after they gave up a 4th down conversion for a 1st down and a big stop there. The Gray offense will now take over.
Actually, the coach, they just started serving walking tacos at the concession stand. That's what Medler was celebrating. All right, so here we go. First quarter, or first down here in 10. .241 left in this second quarter. Coach, we've seen these even teams, even scores throughout the season across both of our tackle leagues. How great is it to see the parity all across these leagues so that every game is a good game?
It's fantastic to see. You're not seeing kids get dejected by losing by 40 points. They may not win the game, but they've all been competitive, and that's the number one goal of our season this year, coming from the board, was to have every team be competitive, and that has guided how we set the teams up this year.
And it's a credit to the coaches who really did a nice job of evaluating kids and spreading out that talent. Nolan Medler gets the outside, and he may go. He's down to the 30. He's to the 20. 10. He's going to score, Nolan Medler, with the long run right before the half.
We talked about it earlier, Brian, with Nolan Medler taking the ball off tackle. If they stick with it, he's going to pop a long one, and there it was, his speed. Looked for the hole, kind of set up the tackler, and ran around him on the outside.
Yeah, looks like Red had the angle, and it was Medler's speed. And we saw some of that speed last spring in rugby where he broke away. A lot of these kids also play other sports, which is great to see, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball. Medler is a rugby player, and I think that speed really was on display just right there. All right, so Gray takes the lead 12-0. Going for their conversion here. Looks like they will go for 1, which in PJFL is an actual play. If you choose to kick, it's a 2-point play. We saw a point after attempt in the previous game, and I think the center still has Spalding tattooed on his rear end. The ball did not get above the line. All right. Lining up for the conversion. Wolf back to pass. Looks to throw. Tipped up and knocked down. Nice play right there by number 17 for Red. That's Gavin Dillon Bowling. Great play. Brogan Williams, that safety we talked about earlier, was also right there. So we've got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left before halftime. Gray will kick off. Now this is where this is where a little bit of a risk for Red. We've got to make sure they receive that kickoff and jump on that ball. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like Sean Jarrett is back to kick off for the Gray team, sporting the Red Sox today. I love his goal for the season, and that's to be a good blocker. I'll tell you, we need those players that may not run with the ball all the time, but they're the ones that do the dirty work to spring big runs like you just saw there from the Gray team. So great job by Sean on that. And now he gets to reap the benefit and kick off. Getting some last-minute instructions there from Jackson Flynn. Jackson said, kick it far. Sean Jarrett lining up to kick it far. And let's see if it goes 10 yards. And it does. And he's on it. He's on it. There's Trey Keeney on the outside. It was an onside kick by Jarrett. I was kidding. Flynn did not say kick it far. He was confirming the onside kick. And that ball, as we know, has got to go 10 yards. The Gray team was very well coached in waiting for it to go 10 yards. Red team was not able to jump on it, and Keeney jumped. And Keeney did, providing another offensive opportunity for Gray.
And the Red team really needs to put a few more people up there on the front line because they've given up an onside kick both on the left side and on the right side. Look for that to be an adjustment by Coach Wolf at halftime, Coach Joe Wolf at halftime, and Coach Sexton.
You see big Will Poley down there on the sideline for the Red team. Will is wearing that red jersey and also loves a Red team with the Wabash Little Giants for his favorite college team as well. Great to see a lot of these kids who really like not only the big colleges within Indiana. We see a lot of Notre Dame fans and IU fans and Purdue fans, but then also some of the small schools, whether it's Franklin College, Wabash College, etc. All right, so let's see what the Gray team can do with it. Again, another opportunity through special teams here. Here goes Preston Wolf under center. Wolf drops back, throws it deep. Javith Kithis can't hang on. He was open. Nice throw by Wolf. Nice play call by Coach Chad Wolf. And Javith was there. He just couldn't quite hold on.
Great ball by the quarterback there. Little poise, rolled out, little half roll, threw a nice strike, and hit the receiver right where he needed to catch it, but he wasn't quite prepared for it.
See Tristan Gallagher coming off. Favorite player is A.J. Green of the Bengals. There goes Austin Perry snapping the ball. There's another rollout. Looks like a little bit of indecision. Keeney's got the ball. Missed tackle. He's going to get around the outside and slowed up and then ultimately tackled. I'll tell you, Brogan Williams, I think, made a great play there. It looked like it could have been big. Brogan slowed him down, ultimately allowing the rest of his team to catch up and finish the play off. But a nice play by Keeney on what looked to be a broken play at first. That was my offensive coordinator philosophy as I was a coach, is we ran a lot of broken plays. Every play was broken. They generally didn't turn out good like that. So here we go. We've got 1st and 10. We got 1:22 left. So the Gray team is up against the clock, but driving. The Red team really working to keep this at a 2-score ball game going into half. Wolf barking orders at his teammates under center. Snap. Rolling out again, looking to pass. Dumps it off to Keeney.
Oh, what a completion.
Keeney out in the flat. Keeney might have it. And a great tackle. Isaiah Summers with a touchdown-saving tackle. And it looks like the Gray team calls a timeout. Nice play call, nice pass. Good decision by Wolf to get it out in the flat.
Fantastic swing pass there to the tailback. Getting the ball in the hands of the playmakers. Great play call and great execution.
And again, Summers seems to be in the right place at the right time to be able to make some of those touchdown-saving tackles. He misses there, and it's 6. $50 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Got plenty.
Brogan Williams coming off.
Horsepower camp attendee.
He loves to ride his four-wheeler with his dad. It's one of his main hobbies. This red team needs a stop here to keep within a 12-point game. What are you looking at here? Do you think Wolf goes back to the pass?
He's not afraid to. He's certainly pulled the trigger several times in this first half, but he's also got the ability to run that little counterplay and get Keeney on the edge. And never know, it may be something designed for Medler. So I think with timeouts, he's got his playbook wide open here.
Cooper Sexton, who we mentioned earlier, his goal is to have a pick 6. This would be an opportune time for him to do that. He's been known to make big plays before at that corner position. All right, so Gray team is on the ball. You can see that fierce offensive line for Gray. Nico White's up there. Javith Kissick is there. Oh, and indeed it is a pass. Wolf back. Ooh, and it could have been, it almost was picked off. Great coverage there by Will Poley.
Yeah, not a whole lot of options there to throw to. Good coverage by the defense, and the quarterback had time, but mainly because there were several guys dropping off into coverage.
Poley, an Atlanta Falcons fan, was all over that pass. Almost picked it off, and that was what a great play defensively. 47 seconds. The one thing about the pass in this league is if it isn't incomplete, obviously, in any league, the clock is stopped. So good clock management here by Wolf.
Looks like there might be something coming wide around this right side. A lot of field to cover over here.
From a red side of things, you got strong side this side. Oh, and it looks to go opposite, and incomplete pass. The shovel pass, incomplete. Wolf looking to his left there, tried to dump it to the running back, and it fell incomplete. So we've got 3rd down and 10. We got 45 seconds left. Gray team is up 12-0. Luke Pennington at that safety position for the red team is ready to go. He's right in front of Coach Joe Wolf and looking to shut down anything that comes across the middle of the field. Pennington, in his spare time, loves to play video games, and I'm guessing he plays a lot of Madden. Here we go. Wolf barking out cadences.
Getting a lot of open field here to this sideline. See if Keaton Jones if Keeney gets it out here.
There it is, and Keeney does get to the outside. Jones in pursuit, and a nice play to slow him down. Keeney breaks the tackle. Can he make it? And he's out at the 1-yard line. Good run there by Trey Keeney.
Good little delay handoff counter there. Really taking advantage of the speed and the space that's out here. Really looking for to put the defense in a tough situation, trying to defend from the left hash, from the offense's left hash all the way to the sideline. That's tough to do.
Forsha had a key tackle there right at the end to force him out of bounds. So we got 33 seconds left. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Gray team looking to go up 18. Wolf under center. Tries the quarterback sneak, and he's in for the touchdown. Preston Wolf behind that strong line led by Austin Perry.
Touchdown, Pendleton Gray.
Yeah,
Preston Wolf with the carry.
no need to get fancy there. You're on the 1.5 yard line. Get behind big boy Perry and let him do the work and score that touchdown.
Wolf drawn up a play in the huddle to try to execute on the conversion. I'll tell you what's been exciting to see is the representation of other layers of Pendleton football here today. We talked to Dave Cloud earlier, who's the middle school director, and he was here watching throughout the morning and into this game as well, and just so excited about what's going on at the youth level here to ultimately turn players over to him at the middle school level. Coach Richmond will also be here later today, the head football coach at Pendleton Heights High School, who has been a huge advocate of PJFL as well. So a great day all around for Pendleton football. Wolf drops back for the conversion. He's got Keeney wide open in the end zone. Actually, no, that is Jackson. Jackson Flynn with the conversion and a nice pass by Wolf, finding Flynn wide open in the end zone.
With the conversion.
It's a good pass, and once again, Preston Wolf has time and he stays poised while he's looking for his receiver. He had time to choose between two receivers on that one. The red team probably need to get a little pressure on the quarterback as it looks like the gray team is going to continue to pass.
So wasn't that a one-pointer? That's
Yeah.
a one-pointer.
So it's 19. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. There it is. It's crazy.
So it's 19-0 gray team. They're kicking off, and right now this kickoff has been one of their most effective plays as kicking off and recovering 2 onside kicks.
Red team stays with a 4-man front. No, they're going to add a 5th man. Yeah, good. I think this would be a good thing. Get more players up in front and to be able to recover this kick.
Coach, at all phases of football, I think it just speaks to the importance of all 3 phases of the game, offensively, defensively, but then here we're seeing it with special teams.
No question. Coach Joe Wolf making the necessary adjustments there like we knew he would. Hopefully they get the ball back here and get an opportunity to run some plays.
There's a kickoff, nice kick. Gets in, and it's handled this time by the red team.
Good smart play there. Just recover it and live to huddle up and run some offensive plays.
Sean Jarrett got all that one on the kickoff. Great kick by him. Jarrett is a Purdue and Clemson Tiger fan. We talked about him earlier with his goal of being a great blocker. Pennington comes off. We've got 15 seconds left. Let's see what Coach has in store right now. Saw Godby right there running off the field. He's had a great game so far for the red team. Cody Filburn, we see him on the red squad as well. Huge West Virginia fan, and I'll tell you what he likes to do when he's not playing football. He likes practicing football. That's what it's all about right there. That's what we need is kids that love to work hard and have fun doing it.
Big play here for Red. See if they can get something started or get a big play score here.
Here goes Jones around the outside. He's your big play guy, and he is slowed down. I'll tell you, Coach, Keeney has been all over the field. He was there to make that play to slow Jones down to ultimately allow for the rest of the team to finish it off.
Yeah, if he doesn't slow him down, Jones may have the sideline. We may be talking about a six-point score there.
So second and short, we only have 8 seconds left, though. So we'll draw it up. What is that 59-yard touchdown play that you have got in your playbook? That play was obviously slowed down by Keeney, and then Wesley Malone came in, huge Texas Longhorn fan, and came in to clean it up. Just like he plays on Madden on the PS4. There goes
sweep.
Sexton. Good speed to the outside and tackled by Keeney. First down.
Clock.
And it looks like they got the timeout with 1.4 seconds left.
Good change of pace there with a little jet sweep action coming around. Cooper Sexton did what he had to do to get about 5 yards and get a first down, stop the clock. We got one play left here, 1.4 seconds, and we'll see what Coach Sexton's going to draw up here.
Beautiful game day. We've got a lot of fans in the stands, both home and visitor stands today. Turned out to be a great day. Our Pendleton games today are followed up by a Anderson University Ravens game against Centre College. So we've got 1st and 10. That is a moot point, however, because we got 1.4 seconds left here in the second quarter. This is the last play of the half. Let's see what Red can do with it. Give to Jones. Looks like he has a hole. Looks like he may get outside. And Keeney slows him up, and the rest of the squad gets there.
Yeah, a little guess who. Once again, the
Yep.
only person that seems to slow Keaton Jones down is Trey Keeney, and he did a nice job of forcing him back inside there.
Jones looked like he had that corner for that last play of the half, and Keeney did enough to slow him down. So great defensive stand by Gray. So we go to half, 19-0 Gray team. Very competitive game. We'll see if Red can make the proper halftime adjustments to ultimately bounce back. So, Coach, here we go. We're getting ready to start the second half here with Red down 19-0. What kind of adjustments do they look at making?
I think taking care of the football is going to be the biggest thing that they're going to need to do, extending a couple of drives and really keeping the Gray team off the field. That's going to be the game's success. But, the previous games today, the second halves have been a momentum swing for all of the teams, or for both of the games. There's been a momentum swing in the second half. And I think the Red team really needs to take care of that.
Good. And they look like they are going to receive the second half kickoff. As you mentioned, they made the proper adjustments last time to get another man up there to be able to field that kick. Sean Jarrett has had a couple very, very nice kickoffs.
Hilton Gray sets kickoff to start the second half.
Sexton and Jones deep for Red. See Luke Pennington back there as well. And Andrew Thompson. Ball's adjusted on the tee, and we are ready to go. The lights are on here at AU. A little bit of cloud cover right now. We needed those lights on about 3 or 4 hours ago during the lightning storm. It literally turned pitch black. We really haven't been able to catch a break this year on Saturdays. It seems like each and every Saturday has been rain and lightning delays.
The one Saturday we had great weather, we didn't play football.
There's the kickoff, and it looks like it's covered up by Jones. Red team will take over here at the 38-yard line to start the second half. Really a key possession here in this first drive to get some momentum that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, and look, Red's going to look to get a first down first. This comeback's going to start basically one set of chains at a time. They just need to move the chains here.
Gray team lined up in that 3-4 defense. Jason Medler is third and fourth grade director this year. He's the defensive coordinator for the Gray team. All right, you see Sexton split out to the near side with Wolf in the slot. Filburn in the backfield along with Jones. Looks like we have almost a 3-back backfield. Gallagher also back there. Oh, now it's adjusted.
Little unbalanced set here with 3 receivers on the far left side for the Red team.
There we go. I think we're reorganized now. And here goes Jones. Looks to get to the outside and does. Makes a move on Flynn. And a nice run, and he's up the sidelines, and he gets the first down. Nice run by Keaton Jones, finally getting untracked here and making a great play. We were looking for that all day, and he broke a few tackles. Looks like we have a player down. Looks like Daniel Riegelsberger. Jones made a couple nice moves to pop that open. He was outside, had a guy on his outside, faked in, and bumped it back outside for a nice gain.
He's had several 10-yard gains today. He's done a really nice job running the ball. He's exciting to watch.
Good to see Daniel back up. Good sportsmanship from both sides, clapping as he leaves the field. Hopefully he can get back right in. Grant Ellis checks in. Grant is a huge Colts and Purdue fan, loves T.Y. Hilton, and he's a trampoline guy, loves playing on the trampoline. Let's see what Ellis can do here on defense.
They went on the clock.
Elijah Wolf looks to be lining up here in the slot. Split left with Filburn in at tight end or tackle. There's a give to Gallagher. Gallagher looking to get outside. Passed. Austin Perry, and it cannot do it. Nice play, athletic play by Austin Perry.
What a nice job taking an angle down the line to get the smaller, speedier running back and really to tackle him with one arm. He swings him around and takes him down.
Perry's one of those kids that went to the horsepower camp, worked very hard in sweltering heat, and you're seeing the benefits of that hard work right now. Second down and 14. Loss of about 4 on that play. We go, coaches calling the play in the huddle. Looks like the linemen are already on the ball while the skill guys are behind. Coach, what? Tell me what you think's coming here.
Keaton Jones.
All right, Isaac Summers is up under center. I would not be surprised to see a trick play here. There's Summers, and a little double handoff fake. Summers with some lead blockers, and it is. Whoa, it was stacked up, and we've called his name a number of times. Trey Keeney comes in and makes a big pop.
He finished the playoff. Several of the Silver defenders were there holding up the running back or the quarterback, and wow, what a force of a play.
So we got 3rd and 19 here for the red team. They've had spurts of running the ball with success, only to be denied on 2nd and 3rd down. Under center is Summers. Summers with the give to Jones. Jones with the cut. Looking to bounce it outside another cut. And he's eventually wrangled up by the defense for Gray.
That was about a 20-yard run for a gain of 4. He was kind of all over the place there. Got bottled up, cut back, made a nice play, had some good vision, but the Gray defense in pursuit did a really nice job.
Jones has those quick feet. Very nice cuts to make something out of nothing. 4th down here and about 14. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Game 3 of PJFL Day at Anderson University. Brogan Williams checking in for the Red Squad. That great defense has been tough all day. That Red offense typically has 2 to 3 huge plays per game, and they've been limited today. Isaiah Summers under center again. Looks like Sexton's in motion. Play is whistled dead. Don't see a flag on the play. This may just be a reboot.
Yeah, I think they were trying to get the red team lined up right. They had a player lined up in the neutral zone, just trying to get them in the right spot so they don't have to throw the flag. But that was going to be a jet sweep. Good call. Last time they ran it in the first half, it produced some some yardage. We'll see what happens here.
Let's see if they go with it again. Maybe the gray team is going to sniff it out based on that. Did they show too much? We'll see. Sexton is in that same position, slotted to the right side. Isaiah Summers under center. 4th and 14 with 4:24 left. Third quarter. Last minute instructions. One more huddle by the skill guys. And here we go. There it is again. Motion. The give. The fake give to Sexton. And fooling no one. I'll tell you what. Nico White was in the backfield to slow that down. Great read by Nico. He saw the fake was there. Stepped up. Slowed the player down. Great job.
Yeah, Nico looks to be a little hobbled after the play, but looks like he's staying in, going to shake it off and get ready to go block some red players.
His goal this year has been to play with intensity, and I think you saw a lot of that play. Great job. Good play call by Red. Good play call by Red.
First down on the 41-yard line for the Pendleton Gray.
Everybody was expecting Sexton to get the ball there, and it was a fake, and fooled a lot of people. Did not fool Nico White. All right, so turnover on downs. Red team back on defense. You see Godby out there, number 92 at linebacker. He's a kid with brothers. You know that kid's tough. Cody Filburn lining up at that outside linebacker position. And Andrew Thompson on the other side. Gavin Dillon Bowling is back at that corner position on the far side. With Cody Filburn now at safety. Here goes Wolf. Let's see what he does with 4:13 left in the third quarter. Wolf drops back to pass, collision with Keeney in the backfield. Throw it up, picked off! Nice interception on the play. Number 22 for Red, Aiden Forsha was right there. The ball went up, and he was under it. Not only caught the ball, but had a nice return.
Very nice job keeping his hands ready. Looked the ball in, just like he was a receiver, and took that pass from Preston Wolf and returned it a few yards even after that.
That brings up first down for the Arabian Red on the 47-yard line.
Forsha, big Denver Broncos fan, so looking like the Broncos corner Champ Bailey for years and just ball hawking and getting that ball. When the ball was in the air, Forsha jumped on it. So here goes Red. Red has some renewed momentum here. Josh Swearingen with the ball at the center position. Summers underneath. Summers takes it. Hand to Jones. Nice play in the backfield to slow him down by Medler. Nolan Medler making a great play there. Did not let go.
Seems like every time the red team has had a little bit of momentum today, it just the silver team seems to find a way to make a play and stall one of the drives. So kudos to them, but also to the red team for not giving up. They keep giving them everything that they've got.
All right, so second down and 9 after the play by Medler limits Jones to a gain of 1. There's a pass, quick pass to Sexton. Sexton catches it, breaks a few tackles, and gets upfield, and ultimately gets stood up by the rest of the defense. Nice catch by Sexton, way to break a couple tackles. Just wasn't quite able to get out of the grass to get into the open field, but gain of 1 or 2. I've been impressed with both teams in terms of their completion percentage. Typically, this is not a passing league, but we've seen two quarterbacks here, along with sure-handed receivers that have been able to haul it in.
That's a great point. Typically, we don't see it, and it has opened up the offense, or it spreads the defense out a little bit and forces them to do more than just cover the run. So maybe look for a big play here from Red.
3rd down and 8. There's the pitch. Oh, my gosh. Jones in the backfield. Nice cut. Nice cuts again, and he breaks an open field. What a run by Jones. What a run by Jones. Gets the first down. I'll tell you what, he caught that pitch. Nolan Medler was right there. Jones made a spin move out of it. What a run.
For the Arabian Red.
Good blocking up front, too, by that Red offensive line to stay with their blocks. Once Jones got past the first guy, he had room to work with. 1st down and 10, 2 minutes left in the third quarter, 19-0 Gray. Some good momentum here for the Red squad past midfield at the 40-yard line. 1st down. There's the snap. Drops back, ball on the ground. And Summers was able to jump back on it.
Tell you what, Perry came through there like a bulldozer, caused pressure, caused a bad snap, and then the quarterback bobbled it, and then he's in there to help secure the quarterback on the ground. Nice job up front for Austin Perry.
Perry is an example of those kids that I'll tell you we need throughout Pendleton, where we've got a lot of good skill guys. We need those offensive linemen like Perry, as they're the ones that ultimately win football games. Summers takes the snap, give to Jones. Jones, nice cut, and he's ultimately tackled. I'll tell you who was there to force the ball inside was Devin Laughlin. Great play by Devin to force the ball inside. Didn't necessarily make the tackle, but not needed as he's forced it in for all of his buddies to clean up.
You know what's surprising? You complimenting offensive linemen and saying that they're the ones that win ball games. That's surprising coming from you, former wide receiver. It's nice to hear.
Well, I knew for a fact that I didn't win any ball games. So anyway, yes, the offensive linemen, as I started to coach, our wins and losses were based on how hard they blocked, and it's really, really neat to see. Drop back to pass, another look, and another completion to close out the third quarter.
I know several high schools last night would have liked to have had the completions that these teams have today.
Absolutely. Nice pitch and catch, Summers, and it looked like it was caught by Sexton on the right side on a little slant. So very, very high completion percentage for both teams. So we have closed out the third quarter. We have 9 minutes left in the game as we head into the fourth quarter with the Gray team up 19-0. Red is driving with a couple great plays. All right, so here we go. We get started with the fourth quarter, 19-0 Gray team with Red driving in Gray territory. 38-yard line. Let's see what they can do with it. They've had some success through the air, along with the hard running of Keaton Jones. Dylan Bowling checking in, number 17 for Red. Getting some last-minute instructions from his coach as well. Here goes Swearingen. Snapping the ball at center. We got 4th and 8. Our down marker guy, Jay Aragot, coming back from the bathroom.
That'd be Jake. Jay's over there.
Jake Aragot. There's the snap. Slow developing play, and it's a fumble and a turnover. I'll tell you, that was play was tough from the start, and the snap was a little bit slow. Tried to get it to Jones. By that time, the gray team had kind of blown things up in the backfield. So a turnover on downs, and the gray team picks it up with a 19-0 lead. $8:49 left in this fourth quarter. $19-0. We're going to get in the booth in a few minutes. Coach Jed Richmond from Pendleton Heights High School, the head football coach, here supporting PJFL on our Anderson University Day. So gray team taking over at the 46-yard line, 19-0, 8:49 left in the fourth quarter. Let's see if Red, who's been working hard all game, can stop the attack for the gray team. Wolf under center with Medler in the backfield. Keeney split down to the near side. Wolf takes the snap. Fake. Gives it to Keeney on the reverse. Keeney cuts inside, and it looks like he may have the corner. Keeney to the 40. Nice move. And brought down. Good hustle from the red team by Andrew Thompson.
With the first down for the
Thompson's goal this year is to work hard, and I'll tell you what, he didn't give up on that play after a great run by Keeney. Well, we've been talking throughout the day here about Anderson University and the great opportunity for our kids that have come here to play in PJFL and the overall evolution of not only PJFL but Pendleton football in Pendleton overall. That starts not only at the PJFL level but goes all the way up through the high school and some of the great things we've seen this year. And we're privileged to have with us today in the broadcast the head football coach of the Pendleton High School Arabians, Coach Jed Richmond. Coach, welcome.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate being here. This is awesome. Great day for Pendleton football, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. What have you seen so far here with these kids?
Well, number one, great turnout. There's a bunch of people here supporting these guys, and this community is a special place. And, to have it all really unified, K through 12 is awesome and definitely part of our vision. And, I see teams warming up the same. I see a lot of unification as far as what they're running. And the biggest thing is everybody seems to be having fun, and that's exciting for me to see. So I can't wait to coach these guys when they get up to our level. So
yeah, that's the main thing. And we were able to talk to Coach Cloud earlier, who's the middle school director. And our goal here with the youth football program is to produce for him not only numbers of great kids, but then also kids that have a great attitude and a fire and a love for football by the time they get to him. Talk a little bit about what he's done at the middle school levels. These kids graduate from PJFL and head into 7th and 8th grade.
Yeah, the beauty of the system right now, the fundamentals that we teach down here, he's not going to let go by the wayside. So we're completely platooning at the middle school level where everybody is trained for 2 positions, but then we're starting 22 different kids. And, last night, for example, we played Greenfield Central. They're already doing that. We're the 2 biggest schools in the conference, and football is a depth game. For many reasons, but we want as many people playing as possible, and we want them playing correctly. So, the fundamentals and the tackling and blocking that they're learning down at this level is very important, and then that's going to continue through middle school, and then the systems that we put in place, offensive and defensively, it may look a little different, but it's the same systems that we're running at the high school, and over time, that's going to produce a continuity and really an identity that is Pendleton football. So that's exciting to see.
Yeah, huge program mindset I think people are seeing and feeling. You were a big part of our Parents' Night for PJFL parents. and we're able to address the parents to let them know that they're a big part of this program.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a strength. I've been a part of programs that don't have a community, and it is very difficult to be successful on Friday night without the support of the people around you. So there's a lot of pride in what we're doing right now, and obviously I'm very privileged to lead it and, just a torch carrier here for the greater good of everybody. So I'm excited.
Good. Jackson Flynn on that last carry. Looks like the great team has a few different guys in the backfield. Coach, if I'm a PJFL player right now, if I'm in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th grade, what are you looking for out of me when I get to your level? What should I be working on from an attitude and from a skill level standpoint?
Yeah, well, we call it a AAA. Really, you want the right attitude. You want the right academics, and then you want the right athleticism. So, it's all phases of the guy or girl in this case. There's some pretty good football players out here that are females today too. So, but with that said, you got to be coachable and you got to give great effort, and you've got to listen to be coachable. So, and then you got to give great effort with everything you do. Even if you make a mistake, you can't be scared of that. And you got to do the same thing in the classroom, and that's something we really pride ourselves at the high school. We have, the sophomore class, we have the number 1 student. He's a football player. Junior class, I think have 3 of the top 10 maybe. And then the senior class, same thing. We got some guys that are in that top 10, 20%. And so the freshman class, that's the expectation too. They don't have a ranking yet, and they will get one here at the end of the semester. So we want to compete at everything we do, and then the athleticism will come. I can remember as a 5th grader, I was a lineman, and I'm most of the time the smallest guy on the football field on Friday night. So that'll tell you how things change, and it's just developing the right attitude down at this level and enjoying what you do. As you see that, almost a touchdown there.
Yeah, nice run by Nolan Medler on that play. Broke it to the outside, almost brought down by Jones, and was able to get eventually forced out of bounds.
First down, Nolan Medler.
Prior to that, nice throw by Wolf and completed the pass to Javith Kissick. We've seen Coach Trout and I were commenting today. It's been a wet morning, but we've seen a high for 3rd and 4th grade, a high completion percentage of passes. So it's been pretty neat to see.
That's awesome.
This morning, first thing, Coach, there was sideways rain. As I've mentioned, Coach Trout on his moped on the way here got soaked. And thankfully, the football gods for once on a Saturday here have cooperated to let us get all 4 games in today.
That's awesome. We were in here early this morning at the school breaking down last night's game. And then we meet with the varsity and JV and freshmen on Saturday morning. And I think a big thing that I see out here, there's 2 teams playing, but there's 2 teams warming up. And as they do, what they're doing, as far as their warm-ups goes, is really, really good for me to see because, they're working that flexibility, they're working their agility and mobility stuff before we get to play here. And that's something, our weight program is in the infancy stages, so we got to all the way through, we got to get these kids ready to compete and to be able to have fun out here. So that's good to see.
As these kids are, anywhere from 8, 9, 10, 11, obviously they're probably not going to be in an extensive weight program yet. What can they be doing after the football season before next year to continue to develop?
Well, there's nothing structured quite yet, but we're going to have a speed and agility program that's offered at the high school. We're also going to have a beginner weight program, which obviously is tailored to the age level, and it's more mobility and flexibility than anything. We have to have, there are no, there's kind of a cliche or stigma with football players that they're just big and strong. And, if you can't move, you can't play high school football the way it's played now. So you have to be in great shape, and you have to also be able to move. So we want to definitely work on that throughout the year.
There's Keeney around the outside, and he gets in for the touchdown. Trey Keeney, who's been all over the field today on that reverse, gets in for the score. Nice blocking.
That was great pursuit by the defense there, too. They had 9 of 11 guys, or maybe 10 of 11 there. They just didn't quite get him before he hit that edge, but that's exciting to see.
This red team throughout the day, despite being behind a little bit, has kept the effort extremely high and great pursuit to the ball. Coach, as I look at a lot of different hobbies for these kids outside of foot, it looks like there's a lot of basketball, baseball players, rugby players. Tell me about the importance of playing other sports from your perspective in addition to football.
Well, that's the beauty of the strength program. At the high school level, if we start there, there's no pressure to just play football year-round for me. I want them playing multiple sports. I was a multi-sport athlete. Studies have shown, and we have a new tracking football app that we're going to push out this year where, it's kind of a cross collaboration to help kids get recruited at the next level. But it definitely makes a kid more well-rounded. And for me growing up, I mean, you're not going to get burnt out. You're not going to get burnt out. You're not going to get bored. It definitely helps a young man or young lady be more well-rounded, and that's what we want. We want them to experience as much as they can while they're this age.
Yeah, that's great. You see Jarrett there. The pass was intended for him slightly, came up incomplete on the conversion, but you've seen that kid play kicker. Kurt and I talked a lot today about and you just referenced it, the benefit about playing a lot of different positions at this age. So
Yeah. I mean, I think it's important to develop these guys. We don't know what a kid's going to be. I mean, everybody goes through different growth spurts, and their coordination's going to come at different times, and so we want them to have a positive experience and learn as many things as they can. So.
Have you ever had a player transition such as Coach Trout did from being a ribbon gymnast to a football player? Kurt seemed to make that transition very well to ultimately become his high school football team's holder on extra points. Have you ever had a kid do that?
I don't know a ribbon gymnast, but I would say gymnastics is good for any kid. I'll tell you that much, because that core stability they develop there, that and wrestling, those two things are really good. And that's coming from a guy that played basketball. I don't look like it. Like I said, I'm only about 5'7" on a good day, but in Indiana, that's what you did in small schools. So, but yeah, we got kids that do all sorts of things. At the high school level, we got multiple Eagle Scouts. We got guys that play a variety of sports, both club and varsity, and we got some musicians and everything in between, and we have all those flavors into one big bowl of gumbo as a team, and it's important that we gel and everybody's got their strengths. But that's what I'm excited at. On Friday night, you're starting to see that a little bit. We've come up short on the wins, but we're definitely becoming a team, and we're definitely playing together. So that's exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think the future is bright to watch those kids at the varsity level come together as a unit. I know you have a lot of sophomores also playing and a lot of great senior leadership too to navigate through this season. So kind of what are you guys prioritizing right now from a varsity standpoint?
We're really focusing on ourselves. This week obviously we got to know what the opponent does, but our fundamentals, we're just behind. And it doesn't matter the scheme. Our fundamentals are just behind. We don't have a great football IQ. We're getting it, but we've had to learn some things the hard way because of that. And so that's again a parallel down to here. We've got to be teaching these kids situationally. For example, if it's 3rd and long, there's a chance they may throw. Know the down and distance. Understand where you're at on the field. Protect the football, but also how to do all those things, and so communication's also a key. We've got to make sure we communicate, and so we're learning some things the hard way at the high school level, but that'll get cleared up in time.
Nice run by Jones on that through a gaping wide hole. Just a testament to this Red squad, down 25-0. Still working hard. You see Swearingen blocking up there. Number 51, Will Poley, still working hard offensively. Just great work by this Red team.
Yeah, that's something that we really pride ourselves on Friday. Our defense is going to be our identity. In our effort, that's what we want people to remember when they come watch us play, and pursuit to the ball, getting 11 guys to the ball. We determine our commitment to the team and to the defense by how close we are to the ball at the end of the play, regardless of where you are on the field. So we take that stuff pretty serious, and it masks any mistakes you might make. That effort, we're going to mess up. We don't want it's impossible to play perfect, as you know, as a former player. I mean, it's impossible, but you can give perfect effort. So we talk a lot about giving perfect effort. If we can give our all on every play, good things are going to happen. So,
flying to the wall. Flag on the play as Jones gets around the outside, past midfield, and ultimately tackled. Austin Perry cleaning up. We'll see what the flag is. We've got 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in this fourth quarter with the gray team up 25-0. The third of our 4 games here at Anderson University, home of the Anderson Ravens, I should say, and then also the Indianapolis Colts training camp facilities, beautiful facilities. What kind of experience do you think this is for the kids playing on a turf field for the first time?
Oh, well, it's, number one, playing at a college is pretty cool. When we did our horsepower camp, you guys did a great job of that. That was definitely exciting. Number one, to get away from home and have a special time like that amongst friends and buddies. That's a really cool experience. And then, to add to it, we're out here on the turf as well. That's definitely an exciting thing. So, I mean, it's not every day they get to run on this stuff, and it's a really, really neat thing. So.
The staff here at AU, led by the athletic director, have been, with open arms welcoming us throughout the day. So just a neat experience.
It is. And the Colts, you got to give them a lot of credit for the facilities. I mean, their investment in Anderson and Anderson University is it's a big deal. And really their investment in Indiana high school football is why, in my opinion, it's the best sport in the state right now. And that comes from a traditionalist who really loves Indiana high school basketball. More people attend football games than basketball now. And that you could attribute that to a lot of things. And, I know we have a great turnout for basketball, and you'll see me at all the basketball games. But at the same token, football has really, really picked up a lot of steam. And the Colts are, in part, responsible for that. So you got to give them a lot of credit for their investment in the IHSAA.
2 minutes left here. That last carry was by Tristan Gallagher. After the penalty, it looks like it's about 2nd and 19. Coaches, we have a lot of parents in the stands, and you talked about Friday nights and big crowds there. As far as parent support, parents who are watching this broadcast and things, what would you like to see from a parent support standpoint in terms of the things to instill in their player to ultimately not only be great for you on the field, but off the field as well?
Sure. Well, nobody really understands, even with there's some really good football minds that are fathers and mothers that have been, exposed to a lot of football in different varieties throughout their life, but they're not in our huddle and they're not in our practice. And so for them to teach the skills that we're trying to develop is kind of difficult because they may not know a particular read or, what we're trying to get out of every single play. But one thing they can coach is for their son or daughter to give their best, and so that may sound cliche, but it's very, very true that they've got to coach the things that take no talent in studying their playbook, in being on time, a lot of things like that. They can really help support. And I've always believed every successful program, everybody stays in their lanes. The principal's got a very important job, and Mark Hall does a great job in our district of helping me to do my job in his own way. Chad Smith, athletic director, same way. Everybody stays in their lanes and make sure they do their job really well so that I can do mine really well. And then the same for me. I got to let my coaches coach. I've got to let the youth league be the youth league, and as long as we're all on the same page, all facets are working together, and that's a good thing. And that's something where that takes a lot of communication and trust. And man, we've made a lot of headway this year in that way. So that's really promising for the future for sure. But the parents are the key. I mean, they are the support, whether we win, whether we lose, and they've got to have a lot of trust. As a parent myself, I know that can be challenging. You got to trust people with your kids, and I would tell you that the number one thing we really look out for are the kids' best interests. We want them to be safe. We want them to learn life lessons. And, we are always going to protect and take care of these young men and women that play in this program. So at the same time, we got to push them and help them to see things in themselves that maybe they don't quite see. So that's really what I see as my position, and they are just a great support network for that. So
Yeah, well, you have done a phenomenal job from day one, and even before day one, before you even became official, in engaging all different levels of the community, and setting clear objectives and strategies and expectations. And there's so much excitement right now within the community as it relates to Pendleton football. So, and these kids feel it too. Next week we head into, I think it's a PJFL night at the high school game next week, but that's secondary to a big night that's going to occur next Friday night, and that's the dedication of the field to Coach Broughton.
Yeah, absolutely. And Coach Broughton is a friend. I'm privileged to say that. He's been nothing but gracious to me. I think
hard run by Sexton there.
I think the world of him. He's really done an awful lot of things for me since I've taken the job, and continues to be a great support for me. And it's really, really a great honor for him next week.
Right there, Wesley Malone, and made a great tackle over here on the sideline to really slow things down for the red team. It was a nice run by Sexton, but Malone was there. Malone's a big Colts fan. He wants to make the other team fumble, and he came really close right there. So we've got 32 seconds left. It's 25-0 gray team, with the red team again just showing that resilience and driving down the field at the 41-yard line. Let's hope they can punch one in here. Our linesman, the down and distance guy, is using it as a pole vault right now. Okay, so little broken play, gets it to Jones. Jones may have the corner. Nico White is running up, and Jones may break it. He's got Trey Keeney to beat all the way down to the 18, 17-yard line with 19 seconds left.
Yep, clock's running.
I think they got a timeout, 18.1 seconds. Yep. Nice run there. He got the edge. Jones has been threatening to break one all day.
Yeah, Friday night, exciting home game. We've only had one so far. It was a thunderstorm evening, and we were able to beat the Anderson Indians, which is always good to beat the rivals here. And now we play New Pal this coming Friday. Obviously a very, very challenging game, and great program. And, the thing that I think with New Pal, Coach Ralph would tell you, but 15 years or so ago, they really invested into their youth program, and he's reaping the benefits of that. And so, with a great community like Pendleton, that's the sort of thing we're trying to do. And I'm really proud of what I see today. And the future is definitely bright. And there's a lot of growth to be had, but yet a lot of things have really, really evolved this season and this summer for the better, from a coach's education standpoint to player education to everything in between. So this is an exciting day here.
Here's Jones. It looks like he may have it. Has Keeney to beat.
Here he goes. He's in.
Then he's in for the touchdown.
That's awesome. No quit in the red team.
No doubt. Sure. No doubt. Jones and Keeney have been going head-to-head all day. Keeney scored a couple touchdowns. Jones got the better of him that time. Great to see Red. Great lead blocks there. Josh Swearingen on the outside. A number of other guys right there to make key plays. Gavin Dillon Bowling, just a nice job. Will Poley there blocking hard all day. Andrew Thompson, great job. So it's now 25-6, and they're going to go for the conversion here.
Always good to see, again, we talk about the life lessons, you're never out of it. It's 25-0, and yet they keep fighting and scratching and clawing, and it's a good job by those coaches and those kids for sticking with it. So
every team today has gotten in the end zone at least once, and this is this game may has there's a little bit more of a gap here, but largely it's been extremely even. Throughout the entire year, these teams have been extremely competitive. We've had so many games go into overtime. We've had so many games decided within 6 points. It's really, I think our objective is met in trying to give good experiences to everybody by really evening out teams.
Sure.
Coaches have done a great job. You mentioned a lot, too, the investment in their education in terms of running similar philosophies and things that you do.
Just their willingness to learn a new way. That's not easy, and, when you do, Coach Broughton, 40 years of the standard of Pendleton football, there's been a lot of change, and it's some's been easier than others, but it's definitely the willingness of a lot of people to be open-minded, and that's been a really, really exciting thing for me. And so, I know my coaches feel the same, and definitely feel connected down here, and with the youth league and middle school, and really the community in general. So it's an exciting time to be an Arabian.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. We've got 8 seconds left here. Coach, I want to thank you again as the red team gets ready to kick off for everything you've done to support this league. And the arrow is definitely up for Pendleton football from the flag level even all the way up to the varsity level.
Well, thank you. And it's a privilege. It's without a question a privilege to be the head coach at Pendleton Heights High School. And, I'm very excited for the future and humbled to be able to coach so many great kids and be a part of something so special. It's a great time.
Very good. And once again, thanks to our sponsors of these two teams, Greek's Pizzeria and Anderson, as well as Midwest Remodeling. They've just that support is huge, and we really appreciate it. And a lot of this stuff could not be done without the financial support of our sponsors. So the red team gets ready to kick off here. Number 20, Cody Filburn. Let's see what he does here. Big hop off the turf, handled by Nico White, who gets tackled smack dab in the middle of the Raven logo. 3 seconds left. I'm guessing Coach Wolf will elect to take a knee here. Again, Anderson University taking on Centre College tonight at the conclusion of these PJFL games. Three seconds. It's the victory formation, something I wasn't able to run a lot in high school, ever. You have to be lined up for the victory to be able to do that.
I think, a special thanks to the Anderson coaches. Chris Conkling, definitely a big help getting us out here, who's been a part of this league and the Anderson community for a while, and the Pendleton community, I apologize, but also been a coach here at Anderson. But big thanks to the coaches at Anderson for letting us be out here too.
So with that, final score here, Game 3 of our PJFL day at Anderson University, 25-6 in favor of the great team. So, Coach Richmond, thanks again for joining us.
Appreciate it.
Good luck next week.
Thank you.
And,
Go Arabians.
Have fun watching this broadcast, and congratulations to both teams.